Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online, Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we proceeded further into the Ronkan ruins, encountering numerous traps, and then ended up running into Ranjit, because of course we did. In the ensuing battle and our attempt to acquire, I guess, the key to the ruins that we needed, one of the Ulmorans activated another trap, causing the floor in the room to break away, revealing a bottomless pit. He tried to negotiate his way out using an antidote for a poison that they infected the members of Slitherbow with. Ranjit didn't care for that much and went full on this as Sparta and kicked him into the pit. And that prompted Y'shtola to basically jump into the pit as well, to catch the vial of the antidote and throw it to us, but she ended up falling as well. And then when Eorzea and Thancred showed up, they pulled him over the pit and knocked him down, and knocked Ranjit down into it as well. So he's been dealt with, at least for the moment. I'm absolutely certain. Well, we'll be seeing him again. It was a fairly somber mood afterwards, because it was thought that, Y'shtola had sacrificed herself to get the antidote. But as it turns out, that she used the flow teleportation spell again, and is once again trapped in the life stream. It was also around this time that Emmett Selk decided to make another appearance, and he has offered to help retrieve Y'shtola's soul from the life stream. Last time she did that, we had to use elementals to do that, but we don't have that option here. So he's really our only choice at the moment. And he's trying to do this as a demonstration of his trustworthiness and all that. So I guess we'll let him give it a try. There's really, no other option, as I said. So that is kind of where we are at. So I did go ahead and take care of all the side quests and everything. Well, actually, I think I already did that. Yeah, I already did that. What I did do is I went and took care of gathering all of the ether currents. That's what I did off screen. Alright, well, let's go ahead and head over here. We need to find a site of an area that resonates with the life stream that Emmett Selk can use to locate Y'shtola. So that is what we're trying to do. We need to use this ethereal lantern to do so. What's with the weird things here? Okay. Now I think this is just a game of hot and cold here we have to do. Lamplight is near blinding. Perhaps now would be a good time to climb and suck. Well. That was complete accident. But hey, it works. Place of residence. That saves me a lot of time. Now, the last time we had to pull Y'shtola out of the life stream.
Yes, this place should serve well enough.
She, was sans attire, so we'll see.
Might I have a little space? I need to concentrate. Now then, what color was her soul again? Ah, there you are.
He's done it. He's brought her back.
Y'shtola, are you all right?
Yes, though I cannot imagine how. What happened?
Thou didst invoke the power of flow, which thence did usher thy soul unto the life stream.
I wanted to save the antidote, and after that... I did something exceedingly reckless, for which you will just have to forgive me.
Master Matoya! Oh, thank the heavens you're all right. I had nearly given up hope.
Please, Renard, dry your tears. What would the others think if they saw you like this? Come now. Did you really think I would go gently into that dark night with so much left undone? So many mysteries left unsolved.
Is there aught you wish to say to me? A word of thanks, perhaps?
Emmet Selk, the Ascian of whom I spoke. 'Twas he who plucked thee from the life stream.
I see. Thank you. Differences notwithstanding, you saved my life, and for that I am grateful. But let us turn our attention to more important matters, such as the Qitana Ravel. You had better not have explored its depths without me.
I wouldn't have known where to start. No, heavens no. In fact, I was awaiting your return, indeed.
Well, Almet and the others should be pleased to see you in such uncharacteristically high spirits. Let us return to Fanarf then, and discuss the coming expedition.
Alright, well that went well. Alright, what do you want, Emmett Zelk? What a touching reunion that was. It fair brought a tear to the eye, but as we both know, such tender moments are nothing if not momentary. Before long, they will remember their many differences and return to squabbling. You're wrong, they're better than that. If I had a gill for every time one of you heroes made that claim. Seriously, we Ascians do what we do for the greater good, for the rejoining. Though we may sow the seeds of chaos, it is man who tends them, he who reaps their bountiful harvest. But I grow tired of these arguments. If you would kindly refrain from retorting, and return to your customary brooding silence, I will take it as thanks for rescuing your companion and leave it at that. Now, we mustn't keep your friends waiting. Alright. Let's head back into town and speak with Y'shtola. Where exactly are we going? Over there, okay. Alright. My apologies for having put you all through such an ordeal. I could see no other way to save the Knights Blessed. Happily, both they and I yet live, thanks to you. But our work here is not yet done. We must make ready to enter the Qitana Ravel and put the Light Warden to the sword. Alright. The burden of knowledge. The entrance to the Qitana Ravel lies open and Almet would see you on your way. Okay. With the Eulmorans gone and your companions now returned, I think it best you go now before they can regroup. With the magic flowing once more through the Great Pyramid of Uxner, the entrance to the Qitana Ravel should now be open. Before we leave, Eorzea, did you discover anything that may suggest the Light Warden hides elsewhere? Nay, though we had but little time before the Eulmorans' most unwelcome arrival, we scoured the nearby environs and spoke once more with the one called Croeel. Having hearkened to her tale, it is my judgment that the Sin Eater which her late mother did espy was indeed the being we seek, and that it most likely resided in the vicinity of Raktika Falls. In the absence of any subsequent sighting, I have no reason to believe our quarry hath sought out a new sanctuary. And given the considerable difficulty we face in reaching the falls, we may be certain it hath not been disturbed by man. Then our course is clear. We must navigate the Qitana Ravel and make for Raktika Falls. Though you see it is but another obstacle to be navigated, the Qitana Ravel is the oldest and most sacred of our temples. The accumulated knowledge of the Empire is said to reside within. Knowledge which is rightfully yours as allies of Ronka. You are welcome to explore. I fully intend to survey every elm of it once our mission is complete. If the Emperor is still alive, he would be overjoyed to hear you say so. But I must warn you, though the way is open, it will still be heavily guarded. To discourage trespassers and test the worth of our allies, it had to be so. Be careful in there. Alright, head east and you will find the path of azure flowers leading to the Ravel. I wish you safe passage through its halls. Master Matoya, I know I cannot dissuade you from going, so please promise me you'll return safely. The Knights Blessed need you. You need not worry, Runar. I shall return and bring with me a long-awaited gift. One of the Knights Blessed will treasure now and forevermore. Now, let us away. Yep, we're bringing back the night. Alright, let's get to it then. Oh, a whole bunch more side quests. So how about that? I think there is actually a quest series here that I want to do. On screen, but we're going to go ahead and head to Qitana Ravel right now. Alright, there's our group. Alright, you can feel the ether flowing through the door. A gentle push may be all that's required. Our early efforts were not in vain, it seems. Still in your guard, Yame. We know not what awaits us inside. Alright, it is now accessible. And let's see, who we bringing? Let's see, we got Yustola, definitely bringing her. Minfilia, sure, yeah. Well, because Thancred would be the tank, but we don't need a tank because that's my job. And Eorzea is the healer. Alright, let's do it. Let's make sure that I'm in my tank stance. There you go. Okay, now with these, you can activate the statues. You need to stand in a place where the little walls here will block the signs. So you need to pay attention to which side is being activated. Alright, that side again.
I shall protect thee.
Though it looks like the squad there is not exactly following that mechanic, but it doesn't look like it's doing all that much damage, so it's not that big a deal. Alright. This little guy must have been patrolling.
Now I've got you.
Oops, wrong button there. Oh, and I let my dark side fall. There we go. Not want to let any of them get behind me. Alright, we got another one of these things to deal with. Now this one's going to be a little more complicated. Okay, should be fine there. Now you gotta pay attention to like which row you're on and which side is being activated for the row that you're on. That one there.
All that I have and more I bring to bear.
Alright, oh. Other side this time. There we go. If I popped a defensive cooldown, I could probably just eat it without too much trouble. Alright, there we go. And our first boss. This guy's interesting. So I'm going to rotate him a little bit. Okay, so you need to keep an eye on these two statues over there. A little bit easier to do that. Alright. So, when that side's glowing, you want to get on the other side because it's about to hit half the room. Alright, at some point he's going to raise an arm. There we go. And then he's going to hit the half the room on... There you go. Apparently, I didn't get out of it in time. Alright, so he's going to hit that half of the room. And then that thing is also going to activate. So, oh, he flipped around. Okay. So you have to kind of keep an eye on which half of his body he's activating and where that's pointing and which of those two statues back there are activating, and try and find out where the safe spot's going to be. Okay. It's going to be back here. There you go.
This is going to leave a mark. I will end this farce.
Going to do it again. Alright, so we need to be on this side and back here. Or not. I miscalculated. Oh, well, it's alright. Acrobats, huh? Clever. My AoE abilities. Keep that going. And keep an eye on my dark side counter. That right there.
I'll show you.
This thing has a pretty large cone AoE. Alright, there we are. Alright, looks like there's at least one more group.
You underestimate me.
Away with you!
You underestimate me.
Alright. Those are down. Do we have the next boss? No. Something's going on there.
I'll show you.
Back to these acrobats. We've got a couple of more frogs to deal with. Hopefully, I think we'll be on to the next boss. Oh, those aren't frogs, those are iguana. They look similar to the giant frog models.
This is going to leave a mark.
Still getting some work done.
I will not hold back.
Alright, yep, there we go. Bat Squatch. Now, I can't quite remember what this does. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Sound wave. Subsonics.
Take this.
Oh. Ow. Took a hit.
I shall protect thee.
Okay, okay. There's pillars. They're gonna fall. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh. Here's the subsonics again, which means there's probably going to be more of those coming. And there's the pillars. Coming over here. Yeah, there we go. Ah, come on, Menphilia. Shouldn't be complaining. I got hit. Alright, here's our subsonics again. There they are. Okay, we're far enough away from them they didn't even bother us. Okay, I think it's probably all the mechanics. Now it's just a matter of finishing them off. Alright, there we go. And this appears to be the Raktika Falls. Indeed it is. And we've got Sin Eaters. Oops, wrong button.
Together we shall overcome this.
So the presence of Sin Eaters is encouraging. That our target is most likely here.
I'll show you.
Let them wear that one down. I'm gonna work on this one. There we go.
This is going to leave a mark.
All right, we got another echo here. 2 Forgiven Thieveries. A bunch more sitting around the edge waiting to join in as soon as we're done these. Stay in the circle. Stay in the circle. There you go. Alright, so my AoEs. Alright, those are going to jump in. Literally.
I'll show you.
I'm pretty sure that the final boss is next. No, I'm not gonna worry about that treasure coffer. Yep, there it is. There's our Light Warden. Arrows, huh? Alright, Viper Poison. Alright, put poison there, then it's going to jump over here, and then it's going to inhale, pull everyone towards it, and then it's going to push everyone in the direction, and you don't want to get pushed into the poison. There you go.
This is going to leave a mark.
Professor of Faith. Oh. Yep. Tethers a player or a participant, and that person has to get out. Alright. Okay, so it's going to pull over there. It's going to inhale. It's fine. Well, I'm a melee, so close ranks anyway.
Going to leave a mark.
I don't think it ever does that tether ability on the tank. So I don't think the tank ever has to worry about it. I could be wrong.
You will rue the day you
I shall
cross
protect
my path.
Stola unleashing the limit break there. Alright, we're wearing it down. I want to drop it near one of the... one of those. There you go.
I will not hold back.
Finish it off. There you go. There's Thancred. Alright, there we go. One dead Light Warden. Treasure coffer. Let's head on out and watch the cutscene.
The Light Warden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
Aye, that they have.
Her condition yet troubleth thee?
It does. Though she shows no immediate signs of corruption, the danger remains. She must be told. Would you describe it to me, Eorzea? Paint for me a picture with your words.
A sea of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful. 'Tis an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle and forgiving.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
Well fought. Let us return home. The murals. If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments, but whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen.
Remember that she can see the ether in the paint.
According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour? Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more. Well, I would quit this place, and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done. Ah, there is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it. And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity. Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name. And by his grace was the calamity averted.
Zodiac.
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Hydaelyn. She who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check. And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiac banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But...
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or Oh. Oh. They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
You have spun quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story. It was we who summoned Zodiark, we natives of that sundered paradise. Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world, for our people, for all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Well, that's a whole lot of information. And the bomb about Hydaelyn and Zodiark being primals. Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn this in. That was an enlightening experience, though not in the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there is any truth in Emmett Selk's claims? We'll find out. Right. Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Emmett Selk concluded. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fanolf and make certain of the Yulmorn's withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow. The Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Alright, so I think we'll go ahead and call that a day here. So I'll go ahead and take care of most of those side quests myself. There is the one quest chain that I definitely want to do on screen, which we'll probably take care of next episode. And then we will conclude our efforts here in Raktika. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.